All right, so I love following Kimberly because it's really the same thing. It's connection. Either way you put it, it's connection. So ours is the art of community and connection, which is really loving on our people. Our tagline is placing people first. Next slide. That's me. I've been in the business 11 years. We are Dallas-Fort Worth, heavy local. We wrap our arms around our community. We have Madison, who is our marketing coordinator.
Yes, so I've actually known the Sunny Darden group for about 10 of those years because my entire family, and I mean everyone, has worked with the team. So it's kind of full circle to be on this side of the transaction because I've been able to see, what they provide for their clients, and I love being able to give that to people now. We're really passionate about this.
Okay, next slide. Okay, so everything starts in our groundwork. So we're going to show you two different sides of what we do. The first is groundwork, and there's really nothing more important than the groundwork we put in before we start marketing. So I'm pretty sure everybody has a system like this. We pour all of our clients as soon as they come into our CRM into our buckets. We have 4 buckets. They are PABCs. So our C's, these are leads that might come in. These are people that maybe came to our website, might have come through realtor.com. They don't know us yet. They're probably dating other agents, etc. Then we move into our B's. Those are people in the community, people that know of us. They might like us. They might not love us yet. They might not trust us yet. Then A's, these are our past clients. And these buckets are really important because we do different things for each layer of this bucket. And then our P's, these are our platinums. These are our super fans. These are our brand advocates. So if you think of a platinum client, or the way we think about it, if they're in the grocery store and they hear somebody say real estate, they're going to knock them over to get them to buy with our team. Next slide.
So throughout this presentation, you will hear us calling our P's our super fans. That's not from us. It's actually from Brittain. She has this book. We have a QR code if you like to read. But it's honestly just amazing. It really just talks about how it's more than a transaction and how you can take these experiences with your clients and turn them into those super fans and those brand advocates. And you're filling your stadium with these people who want to be there for you and support you. So it's honestly just incredible.
It's an awesome book. Like everybody should read that book. Next slide. Okay, our calendars are key. So what we're showing you is what we do for our community and how we do it. There is nothing more important than that calendar. So after our buckets, it's our calendar. So Dallas-Fort Worth is a huge market, and trying to market to a huge market, making it feel like small and local, can be really tough. So our groundwork is we need to be seen and we need to be relevant. We build out SOPs for every single bucket, for every single marketing initiative that we do, and that includes everything. And we're not spontaneous with marketing, so we build it out, and we'll show you on this next slide. So we have an annual planning session. That's me over there. We post it up monthly and quarterly. We do this in October. And we take different colored sticky notes, and we might put, like, our purple is for our newsletters that go out every week. Our pink is this, or this is this. But we also layer on top of that any local holidays, any national holidays, all of the ISD calendars in our area. Everything that's happening around goes on these calendars.
And part of the reason why we use stickies is so that we can take a step back and we can look at it and we can be, oh, there's too much green in this one section. They're getting too much of this right here. We need to move it around, and so we can really curate it to what our clients are seeing. We also just wanted to include that this does not include our drips and stuff that we have with key technology. That would be a lot. We would need like 10 calendars to do all that. This is just like actual client touches. And then yes, we put it into our Google Calendar online for accountability, and everyone on our team has access to what we're doing at all times.
All of our agents can see it at all times. And for us, it's about a layering approach. So people might see us in the community, then they might see us in their mailbox. Then they're gonna see us on social media. And yes, we do 10 stories a day as well. I'm not as good with the 3 posts, but I'm great at the 10 stories. All right, next.
Okay, so that was all just our groundwork. Everything is built off of that. And now we can actually get into the referral machine and what that means. So it all starts with awareness. It's how people see us, how they hear about us, how they hear our name. Then that moves into when they want to work with us and the actual transaction stage and how we can make that less stressful and just different for them, which turns into client retention. After the transaction, we don't just hand off the keys and then step back and be like, have a good life, thanks so much. We go above and beyond consistently, which is what turns them into the referrals and starts it over again. And building this is what has helped us with 90% of our business coming from referrals and our SOI. Everything we do is consistent, trackable, and repeatable because our goal is to build brand advocates, not clients.
Okay, phase 1 is awareness. Sorry, I wish I had a clicker. We see you everywhere. That's what we want to hear, and that is what our clients tell us or people in our community tell us. Funny enough, you'll not see me in the second part of today because we had a community event that was already calendared that we have to go to, but we see you everywhere. This is really what we do. So we give to our first responders. We do a ton of school involvement, adopt a spot. Some of these things are not expensive at all to do. It's just your time or your agent time.
Hey, Sunny, you guys are leaving at about lunchtime. Where are you guys going?
We are actually going to an event, well, a couple events, but we have Friday Night Lights. It's Texas. It is absolutely a thing. We are doing handshakes with cheerleaders at the high school. And then after that, we're meeting with all of the sponsors for the ISD. And then we're going to be at the Friday Night Light game.
So does that count for school involvement?
That's part of it,
100%.
yes. We also have a huge billboard at the school. So when they do the kickoff, they see our face. But everything, including HOA vice president, I really don't recommend that one. So you should probably scratch that one off your list. School ambassadors, you name it. Just we build all of this in.
So I know that over here we show that we have 9 postcards per year and 12 market updates. That is not a part of the 30 per year. That is just what goes on our calendar and what we have built out. And we make sure that it stays on task, on date. So they're going out at the same time every single month, and people expect them and they know that they're getting them. Then for social media, this is also an SOP. We have it built out. We do 10 touches per day per agent. Yes, that's vacations, birthdays, anniversaries, first day of school. That's the basics. It's also, oh my gosh, you did something huge, I'm gonna comment on it. If you want people to engage with you, you should be engaging with them. It's not one-sided. 3 posts per day, 5 stories per day. Sunny's a lot better at stories than I am because I think they do need to be more authentic. So I can't be behind the scenes like, hey, here's Sunny. So she's better at that than I am. But on the next step is local businesses. We love where we live. So we're tagging everyone, we're sharing their content, we're promoting their businesses, we're coming from contribution, and we're helping support them as well. And we do that on our social media too.
And before you move on, with the 10 touches per day that's built into our SOP, that is us, and don't cringe, that's us sliding up in their DMs saying, hi, how are you doing? Happy birthday, love this, love that. We're contributing and we're coming from contribution, which in turn helps them contribute to ours.
Okay, so these are just some photos of some of the things that we do. At the end, I've seen some people taking pictures. We are giving you our entire playbook. We're telling you exactly how we do each event so you can recreate them. And there's several of them on there so you can start small. Like for example, this is first responders. This one comes from contribution. We don't expect anything in return from this. We just love the people who serve our community. So this is small. We call them, we're like, hey, what do y'all want? Right now they want healthy snacks because they're getting too many cookies. So we're bringing them healthy snacks. And we're showing up, we're taking pictures, we're saying thank you, and we're dropping them off. Such a great way to do that. This is the Adopt a Spot. Yes, we have our logo on the side of the road that's great for brand recognition, but it's more than that. We're sharing it on social media and we're sharing resources to help keep our community clean because we love it. And the team brings their kids, they're all there, it's amazing. Over here in the top corner, this one was one of our favorites. We're part of a local business committee within our town. And there was a local business, we all got together, grabbed some cash, showed up, supported this local business, and it was honestly amazing. The owners were really grateful, and we can't wait for the next one.
And all of this is within, for the most part, just the last couple months. Like we really are out there doing this all the time, and we don't expect anything back. This is what we love to do, and I think it shows.
I didn't touch on this either, this title. It is so important. We're making North Texas have a small town feel, because that's the goal. We live in a very big area, and where we're at, everyone knows everyone, everyone loves everyone, and as it grows, we want to keep that feeling. We want to keep that in there, and we want to be a part of it.
Yep. Client experience. So all of that we do That's not even with our clients. That's just community-based. So this next, we're gonna talk about what we do with our clients. So personalized touch. So we are very, very locked in with our clients and what they want and what they need from the first time we meet with them. So for listing appointments, we show up and we have DoorDash meet us with their coffee choice, and we bring it to every single listing appointment. We'll bring it to every appointment thereafter. Same with buyer's appointments. We'll have them meet us in the office, and we have a whole assortment set out to make them feel comfortable. I think during COVID, we kind of lost the human touch, right? The connection that we need with our clients. It was like, you want to buy a house? We needed to go yesterday. Let's go. So we had to kind of step back and go, whoa, what did we forget to do? And so this is what we're doing. And then we do follow up every appointment with a text thanking them and a handwritten card. We went back to the handwritten cards. It's so important.
I also just want to touch really quick. A big thing for us is if they have to ask, then we haven't delivered. We haven't done our job and we haven't delivered for them. The main goal is to build lifelong connections. So when they're showing up for these appointments, they're not just going, here's how much I can sell your house for. They're holding babies, they're playing with dogs. I've known her for 10 years. It's just that now I'm a part of the team. We're building those connections. And once we have this trust and this connection, we're never breaking it, ever.
Okay, this is yours. Sorry, Go ahead.
Okay, so this one's basic for all agents, and I think we all know this. It's consistent communication. You're available, you're talking to your clients whenever they need you. But we take it a step further than that. We have drips built out at every stage for stage-specific updates. That's not including their agent reaching out to them and actually communicating with them as well. Trusted resources. We have a curated vendor list of people that we love and trust. These are not people that give us discounts or referral fees if we recommend them. These are people that we use in our houses whenever we need them. And it also it builds trust with clients as well. And then milestone memories, this is kind of a favorite. It can be stressful buying or selling a home. So under contract, stress relief kits, moving kits with boxes, tape, supplies. Midway through, they're getting a gift box with gourmet snacks. They're getting guides and emails to transfer mail and set up utilities, handwritten cards, and personalized gifts at the end. On top of that, they also receive 5 years of client touches for a total of 21 touches after the transaction. That does not include everything else that we're doing on top. That's minimum.
We stay in touch with our clients. They know us. It's a little creepy. We really stay in touch with them. And then at the closing table, so this is pretty much my favorite. We're sensitive to the situation, obviously, divorce, death, etc. But all of our other clients, we show up with thoughtful gifts, not a $50 Home Depot gift card. We show up, my favorite thing is Portillo's chocolate cake. Like seriously, if you haven't had it, it's freaking the best ever. So we actually have it DoorDashed to every single closing, no joke. And then the agent shows up with amazing gifts. So we do everything from watercolors of the home. We know a great person, so if anybody needs it, but watercolors of the home that they're buying or selling. Tiffany champagne flutes, you name it, we deck out that closing. It is not just, you're closing on a home. We make it really important.
All right, so again, here are just some examples of the things that we do. People really do love the Portillo's cake. They send texts all the time. This one down here with Tiff Streets, some of our agents even go above and beyond, and they are doing 1-year gifts. So anniversary of buying or selling their home, they're getting gifts. Watercolors up here. I know I mentioned my family a lot, but these Tiffany champagne flutes, it's a funny story. Sunny actually gifted them to my grandma when she sold a house.
Like 10 years ago.
Yeah. And when I got married, those were actually our toasting things. I didn't know it at the time until I joined the team, and I found out then. But honestly, just a true testament to what we're speaking on today. It truly does build those relationships and connections.
Okay, now client retention. So we've gotten the client, we've closed, now we're gonna retain that client and how we nurture. So this is what we do for all of our PABCs. So this is everybody in our database. Yes, weekly newsletters. We do have a lot of clients that really open their newsletters. They are not generic. She does them, I review them, we go through them together, and they go out on a weekly basis. We send out about 10,000 newsletters per week. They are curated for our clients. Personalized social media engagement, we talked about that before. Kimberly talked about that before. We really do this. We find it important. And then Santa letters. Guys, we're gonna give you the playbook on this. It is unbelievable. Maddie, do you wanna walk them through it?
Yeah, so before I get to that, I do wanna say with social media, it is your free billboard. Like if you're not utilizing it, her presentation was amazing. You really should. It is a free billboard to put your name out there and just connect with people. Santa letters, these are awesome. We started doing this. We got an idea from an agent.
Yeah, a referral agent. Yeah.
Who gave us her playbook. So now we're sharing it with y'all. We send this out in our newsletters and on social media, and parents can sign up their kids. It's not only parents. We've had people sign up their spouses. We've had people sign up their friends. Doesn't matter. They sign them up, and we are the messengers to the big man in red. And basically, they get postmarked from the North Pole. We send them off. They get postmarked, and then they get shipped out to these people's houses. And in a little bit, you'll see some pictures that we've gotten. But it is so amazing to be a part of that core memory that they are building. We get pictures of kids writing letters back. It's honestly so sweet and amazing, and I can't wait for y'all to be able to recreate it if you would like. So these ones are just a layering technique. So do they have the highest? No, but I'm happy with the open rate. So they vary. So in the summer, they're at like, I would say in between a 20, 25, in between there. And then once school starts picking up, we have a lot of AISD or ISD teachers in there as well. And so they're opening them. So I think right now we are in between a 28 and a 31.
Yeah.
It varies.
It's a pretty good open rate for that many. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
Hi. We do something actually pretty similar, and I was just wondering if you guys happen to know, this might be like too personal, so feel free to not answer if you don't want, but what your percentage of budget that you spend on this. Do you guys calculate that? Or?
I do. I calculate that. And it's not this, the majority of my marketing budget goes here. Just that billboard at the ISD, and again, that's something that we just did these last 2 years. Just that billboard alone is like $10,000 a year. So that gets expensive. When we first started it, I didn't have the money to do it. I was like bagging things up myself and tying it, and we still do that. You don't need a huge chunk, but I don't buy a lot of leads. We do use Ylopo. I do like Ylopo, so that is really my lead source. But 90% is Sphere on here, and then we do get a lot of referrals. This same thing that we do for our clients, we do for agents that refer us clients as well. I just sent a Mackenzie and Childs like beautiful platter to an agent because I was stalking her Instagram, and she liked it. So like that's what she loves. So I sent it, and she was like, "How did you know?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm stalking you a little bit, but because I want your referrals and I want that connection." So. So yes and no, because it's a layering piece, we sell a lot to like our local school and our local community, so we can see it. I look at it more as a layering in the community of what I already love doing. So I have kids in the school. My kid doesn't play football, but we play baseball. He's begged me not to be the baseball sponsor, but that's not gonna happen because I'm gonna do that as well. These are things that I would already be doing. I'm a little bit of a hover parent, so I'm at the ISD anyway, and now it just gives me a reason to. Most of my team in that area, they're all moms or former teachers. In the Dallas area, not so much, but it's teaching those agents. Kids sometimes are that connection. Yep.
I got one back here.
In your newsletter, do you guys ever integrate a bomb video at the top with you moving, animated to kind of get, and are you getting great percentage open rates? I've never seen your newsletter, so I don't know.
No worries.
Yeah, so in our newsletters, we don't do a lot of like encrypted videos. They're more of like links to, if we do a fun reel that we want our clients to see, we link that in there and it takes them to our Instagram because one, it helps our views there and our engagement there. But we don't do anything at the top. I also feel sometimes if we have too much stuff like that in our newsletter, it kind of slows down like loading and stuff like that. So we try to keep it a lot of text and keep it from being too long as well.
Got one more right here.
Okay.
How many people are you emailing? How big is your database?
We're emailing about 10,000 people a week.
Great. Okay, I wasn't sure if there's anybody behind me. We
and we get together every year and we have these great ideas like you outlined, and we just aren't great at executing. Would you agree that was she the difference maker when you brought her to the team of just making it all happen?
Yes and no. So my history before real estate, I actually retired to have kids, and then I'm like, what am I doing? And then I'm like, okay, let's do real estate because that's going to be easy. And then I'm like, shit, this is terrible. But I love it. But my history before, I was an operations VP for a restaurant group. So I'm an operations person. That is what I do. I love check boxes. I love to mark things off, and I love an SOP. She helps me follow those. So if I'm like right now, I know we have a first responder in the office that we have to deliver, and I just haven't had time, but I know the minute I leave here before we go to our next event, I'll be doing that. So yes, adding her did so much, but we have been doing a lot of this for 10 years plus.
I do also just want to say, when I joined the team, it was like the easiest joining thing ever because it was like here's a book of SOPs and this is exactly what we do. Because after an event, we have a thing where we go, okay, here's what we did, here's how much it cost. Here's what we did, and it breaks down in like exact instructions of how it's done. So I was just like, okay, so I could get started, and then we were able to go, oh, what about adding this? Or what about doing this, changing it up this way? So everything was already so well organized.
When we do our planning session, it's not just one day. It's we budget it. We know how many P's, A's, B's, and C's we have, and the dollar amount that we're able to do. And then we'll look at the past year and go, that event didn't hit the way it needed to. Do we need to tweak it? Do we need to replace it? Like we put a ton of thought into it.
Someone she had a question.
I think maybe what she was really leading to was, I feel like I spend a lot of time with clients, showing properties, writing them contracts, doing addendums, talking to the others. So, like, where would you have any time to do any of this unless you hired someone full time? I guess is kind of what we're.
Good question. I did it before I had a marketing coordinator. I didn't have as many clients, of course, as I have now. So I did it with 2 agents. It was myself and 2 agents, or 1 agent at the time. I always have had a virtual, always. And I can't live without her. I have 2 that are the brain behind my business. They don't touch the marketing side, but at that time, this was pre-Instagram being a thing or pre-TikTok. They did my Facebook back when you could kind of just do that. Now I have to jump in and do that because people need it. She's taught me that. What did I do? I guess I just did a lot of the stuff at night. And then when I put things in my calendar, they legit don't move. Like those marketing things are there no matter what. And I hit them just as important as I would hit a listing appointment. So I keep that in there. I'm also a big color coder on my calendar. If it's in green or red, I'm either making money off of it or it just doesn't move. And that's kind of how I looked at it to make it happen. So I just leveraged to make it happen.
I think just to piggyback off of that, also, whenever we're doing planning, we take into account the days that are most busy for the team. So like on Tuesdays, we know that everyone on our team is pretty much in the office together, and we know, okay, on Tuesdays, this is like the best day to do such and such event. And so we just kind of, whenever we're planning out, we take that into account as well.
And I'm a brick and mortar. So my agents are in the office for the most part. Like we're all over DFW, but they're in the office and they know that they can get a hold of us or talk to us, and everybody knows what's happening at all times. We have training calendar, marketing calendar, you name it. All they have to do is click it and they know what's happening, which is really great for their content too.
I would imagine that your intake process, your buyer consultation, seller consultation is pretty thorough in order to get the output that you guys send towards gifts and things like that go. So is your process or your buyer consultation to gather all this information available as well?
Yes. Your Compass?
Yes.
I'm Compass too. Yeah. Yeah, I can. So just reach out to me. Honest, we use a lot of the Compass templates, but then we go in and we pull out the things that we don't like and we pop in our own. So we use something that's already built. Compass's template is freaking amazing. So we use it and then we pop ours in. As far as information gathering, we use Follow Up Boss as our CRM, and everybody on my team has to use it. No, I do not use Compass CRM. It's lovely. Don't. I love Follow Up Boss. It's how I built my business, and it's a game changer for me. And then our drips, and when, God bless you, when we're on the phone with our client, our agents know the questions to ask even before we get here.
Are you storing that as like a custom field and files so that you can reference?
Yeah.
And are the resources that you, or the things that you source, all the gifts and stuff like that, is that part of this as well? And the reason I'm asking is, I noticed like scoops and stuff like that. I've been using Client Giant.
We use Client Giant too. Yeah. Yep. So we used to, and this is an evolution, right? So we used to, like during COVID, we couldn't see anybody. So that's where the boxes kind of came along. I'm like, I need to connect. I love to connect with people. I need to connect. So we just started doing the boxes. We had the boxes made, and then I put in my favorite thing and Jane's favorite thing and Maddie's favorite thing, and then we've evolved. We have so many clients now that get it, that I can't do that much. So we'll use Client Giant for a lot of ours too. They're very expensive, but it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you might have said this on one of the earlier slides, but how much of your business is repeat referral?
Oh, 90% of our business is SOI. Yeah.
So question on
Yeah.
that. So that means you don't have to pay a massive referral fee?
No,
That means you get to keep most of the money?
we keep all our money.
That means every year you get to increase your marketing to be able to grow and add
Yes.
capacity.
We're
on your
full
referral.
fee, bring it all to us. Yeah.
Wow.
But we deliver. Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I did have another question.
Y'all go ahead, y'all go ahead.
I just got a question. What is your annual budget for gifting right now?
So it's 18% of what I pull in. That's gifting. That's gifting budget.
And her gifting budget is what
18%.
18%. When do you map that out? Has that always been a thing?
Always been a thing.
How often, so as you grow in that situation, right? When are you looking at, or how are you deciding, when are you moving the money to your market?
I'm not. I will always, gifting is my love language. I don't like to get gifts. I know it's so funny, except for my husband. I don't like to get, I love to give gifts. And that's who I am. And I love giving back to my clients. So that will never change and just move into marketing. I added the billboard because my kid's in high school and I love to be all over that high school. And so that's a big part for me and a big push. And I live, and that one's a little bit different too, because I live in small town, Dallas, Fort Worth, like for real, small town, horses, donkeys, chickens. To have your face up there on the billboard, that is like better than having one on 35. So for me, that layering piece for marketing, that was a big hit that we took the last 2 years, but I think it was important and it does give back.
And it's 18% of revenue or profit?
Profit.
Does your son like the billboard?
Hates it. He hates it. It's actually, he asked me, he does cross country too. He was like, can you drop me off around the corner? I'm like, are you for real? He's like, yes. Everybody's like, hey, Sonny. True story. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully, yeah. Yes.
So this is actually a comment, not a question, but I am blessed to get to work with the Sunny Darden Group, and they're an amazing group of realtors as well as just human beings. The policies and procedures that are in place are unparalleled, but the bow that's wrapped it all together is their authenticity. I think that's what truly makes it happen.
I love it. Chris is one of our lenders who's awesome, who came out today to support. So it's awesome. Thank you. Yeah. It does not, it's just gifts. Just gifts. Does that include client appreciation things? No, that's just gifts. This is considered marketing. The other is just gifts. We really go over and beyond with the gifting. Like we do nuts. Yeah. Yeah. That's included in the gifts. Yeah. Yeah. And the cakes, those things are direct Sunny Darden Group, meaning all of my agents might do a few different things, but we wanted to keep some SOPs. So all of the clients get the cake unless there's a death or a terrible divorce, right? But all of them get one or two of the same thing. And then the agent, of course, brings it on top of that.
Any other questions?
We've got one over here.
Okay, so you kind of just touched on this. I was just curious, how much is your agent involved in coordinating that versus office staff?
None.
Getting that gift idea information?
None. It's all what we do for our agents. 100%. I do it. 100%. So I do have an assistant in the office now that does it. And then we do have the virtuals, but the assistant orders the cake, has it delivered. We have a vegan right now. They didn't want the cake. We did flowers. So, you know, we move it around, but we're very, very specific with the office. As we grow, if I gave that all to the agents, I think that we would have that kind of like with a franchise, right? Like you franchise out and some people drop that boat. These SOPs are all office driven. And then on top of them, the agent then goes over and beyond.
And I think that would help with controlling the controllable with a team like your size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
80 plus closings a month makes me nervous, but I mean, that's a higher pool.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm paying Zillow leads right now, so.
Yeah. We don't do Zillow leads anymore, don't do Realtor.com anymore. Not for anything, just we see a bigger return here.
Let me get back to it and then I'll come right to it.
When you guys are sending out your gifts, how do you discern between just sending out gifts that maybe not be branded or things that are branded for your group?
Everything's branded.
Okay.
Everything. The cup that Jane has behind you, it's branded. I'll slap my name on anything.
Your shirt's branded, so you already
Yeah,
know. Everything's
like-
gonna be branded.
I brand it.
Buying a shirt that says
Yeah.
Joe Janice Realtor on the back.
I also want to mention one of the events that we do is for the new teachers. It's a new teacher orientation. And we take that a step further because we know Friday Night Lights is huge. So we provide the specific size for the clear bag policy for their games. One side is school, one side is us. And so you go to football games like tonight, they'll all be having Sunny Darden group bags. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I was just going to say, during COVID, you know, we couldn't do gifts, and so by accident, we started sending their contingency cleared surprise gift to their work, and we still do that because what happens now is if I send it to you, you've been talking about us throughout work, and all of their coworkers see it. So
That's
take one of your
awesome.
gifts and send it
I like
to them
that.
at work, and usually like balloons or something kind of big and obnoxious. They have to walk to their desk if they're not a work from home person, and everybody's
That's
like,
awesome.
where did you get that from? You know, and it makes them mention you.
I love that.
that,
That's
yeah.
my realtor doesn't do that for me. So we hear that all the time. All the time. They're like, is this standard? I'm like, it's not. You're special. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Hi there. So our brokerage is at Cedar Creek Lake, just south of here. And we have a challenge where we work really hard to be in the community, but we're a lake community. We're in 3 counties. So we just have a lot of geographical area to cover. And the challenge is, and we have agents living in different areas, is trying to kind of not the expectation, but you know, all of the events that you have, getting all the team members, getting as many out there to attend and be a part of it and everything. Do you have any thoughts on it?
So I would guess a couple of things for yours, if it's more residential in the area or people that that have a place on the lake. Like, are there people that live out of town that have a place on the lake? What is your? Okay, it's a mix. So I don't have an issue getting my team there at all. I guess because the agents that I'm looking for, they have that same gift love that I do. Or they see the importance in it because they see the ROI. Those clients come to them. If they're not at an event and we capture clients from that event, they don't get those clients. So we don't, you know, just round robin those leads. I definitely, like if you're at that event, those leads are yours, yours, and yours. That might help, but no, my agents, they know that they get that back tenfold. And I think they know the amount of money that we spend as a team doing that for them just so that they can pick up clients and being seen. That's huge. Nobody else does that. Nobody.
team lead, because her name also is the brand, so we pick up leads from events and things. When they call in, they want to work with her. How do you? I have a hard time talking her into giving those up because she feels like she's not like wanting to hoard them for herself, but she feels like she's letting the client down because the client calls in for that name. How do you handle that?
So for me, I don't take any leads. I don't take any new clients. I don't take anything. It's my team that I pass them all and send them all to. Some clients, they are like, but I just want to work with you. 'Cause we do sometimes some big deals. And they are like, but I just want to work with Sunny. I go with my agent and then I just stand in the back and I'll contribute here and there, but it's a light pass off straight to that agent 100%. Absolutely. Let's make an appointment. So our job is just to make that appointment, right? Appointment set, appointment met. That's what my agents do. They don't ask too many questions. So if they ask for Sunny, we're not going to say, well, she's busy. We're going to send Bob over to see you. Absolutely. And so another agent might show up, or 9 times out of 10, if it's somebody that we've worked with before in the last 10 years, let's say I've worked with them, I show up with that agent and I let that agent drive the bus while I'm loving on the dog doing the things. And that client then gets very comfortable with talking to that agent. And we do that every day. I'm out there with my agents doing that every day to give that good pass off. I can't do this and all of that. Yeah. Yeah. I still produce. It's hard when you look at, like, I'm doing it right now where I was like, I'm done with production. I'm pulling it out. I'm just going to coach and teach because that's what I love too. But when I look at my numbers and my production is where it is, like I think right now I have like 18 listings on just mine. That's a lot with all of this. And I'm training new agents to come in, which, oh my goodness. So I'm trying to give a lot of that away. Like, it's tough. But when I look at my numbers, I have to hire 5 agents for every 10 listings because of the fall that we see with agents.
Bill, but if it's a brand new, it's the first one you just picked up at an event, it's a teacher or someone that calls, they don't know you personally, but they ask to get to seeing one of you, your team will schedule the appointment and the Bob shows up?
Yep.
And how do they feel like they get a lot of?
Well, so we'll schedule the appointment, and then right before the appointment, we call like the day before, and we're like, hey, walk me through this and this and this. Really, the agent that they talk to is going to be their listing agent. So I have a phone number on my signs, and it goes to every agent. The agent picks it up. They get that lead. That's theirs. So they get it. If they feel like they need me, that's where they'll go, hey, Sunny, this one's $16 million. There's no way. And then we'll collab. I don't take any additional. That is all for the agent.
Yeah. Any other questions? All right, I got one. If I were to start today, what is the very first thing that you started all over? You're sitting, it's late at night, you're starting your business all over again. What would be the very first thing from this plan would you start and execute?
Follow Up Boss. Huge fan. Love Follow Up Boss. I went through like 10 different CRMs before we went there, but Follow Up Boss, and then get somebody to build out your layering plans. We use Alina. Yeah, she is ridiculous and awesome. She was game changer for my business because we were doing that by hand, or I tried to do it myself. That made me be able to focus on this. So getting that operation piece off of my plates was huge so that I could do this.
So it sounds like you're working within your best 20%.
100%.
Fantastic. Yeah. You said Larry. So who is Larry? Who is someone you feel there?
Elena Key with Key Technologies. If you guys don't use her to build out your stuff, you should. She is awesome. Drip campaigns are great. I cannot say enough.
So she's not here. She's one of our founders, obviously. She really, really, really wanted to be here. So can we give her a gigantic shout so I can send it to her?
I love that.
Well, I also have one more. Go ahead. I'm curious.
Nice.
Oh, hey. So, first of all, I just wanted to say I built a transaction with you on the buyer type. So we're working at your topic.
No, there's no connection between Compass and Follow Up Boss. And this might not hit well with everybody, but I'm a huge proponent of a secondary CRM that is not inclusive of my broker. That way, if something happened and I needed to do what I needed to do, I don't have to second guess it. My people, my leads, my thing, my email, my everything, my name. So Compass CRM is amazing. Please don't get me wrong, it's probably one of the best out there as far as brokerages, CRMs. Nobody can do what Follow Up Boss does right now. And then with Follow Up Boss, my team is mostly ladies. And so I love the ability to give them all their individual phone numbers that comes into my office, but it's their phone number. They don't use their own cell phone numbers for anything. Everything is done in-house. I can hear the calls, I can see it, I can look at summaries, transcripts, you name it, and I do it all the time.
Even the admin team as well.
Even the admin team.
Numbers.
Like everybody has their own. They're hands down the best. I do everything. We have to do some through Business Tracker, obviously for compliance, but I do everything with everything with Follow Up Boss. Yeah. Anyway, good to see you. Congratulations. You'll have to meet up with me after. I love that. Okay. Awesome. Thanks, guys. This was awesome. Any more? Okay. Yes.
That would Compass too, but how do you deal with like private exclusives?
I do private exclusives.
So you went through.
So I have a VA that does load into the Compass system, but we don't use it. So I do it with private exclusive. It's like 100%.
So how do you connect it to your follow? I mean, you don't use collections that you're using.
Some of my team does.
They can still use it, but that
I can still use collections. Yeah.
But that means your CRM does have the contact to be able to send it.
Yeah. So we double load. We just don't use that for anything else. Like we don't pull from that. We just double load. Yeah, exactly. We double load. Mm-hmm. And then if we ever left, we could suck it right out.
I thought you were not keeping anything.
No, we do, but so we double load. It just takes 2 seconds to do. I have a VA that does it like this. That's how we use it. Yeah. Yes.
Wouldn't you agree with Follow Boss? They just have the best integration in the world with whatever else you want to do with Hycella or whatever. I was so excited that Ellen Key was here. I was going to stay. I stayed another day. But I also use Lee Atkins. But I just find, I don't know. Do any of you guys use Homes.com? Did any of your clients get that letter that if they spent $900, they would be on the front of Homes.com?
No.
Grow lark.
Oh, I did get that. I just kind of.
Just blow a fuse and call and cancel and cancel and cancel. Oh.
But I do.
And that's like the CRM with a rope.
Yeah. Yes.
Awesome.
Good. Okay. Awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Yes.